Welcome to Rick Rack Ruby. I'm Laura Cluvo. Today we will be making this reindeer frame Christmas ornament. It's fun and easy, so let's get started. We will start the frame the same way that we made the wreath. So this is a jelly roll strip. I'm cutting it in half. And then I'm removing the selvages too. And then I only need one piece to make the wreath, or the frame. This is a shower curtain ring from the dollar store. They look like this. They're about 2.5 inches in diameter. And I'm going to fold this in half the long way, pin it all the way down, and then stitch a channel right here about 1/2 inch in from the fold, but not exactly 1/2 inch. It's a little more than 1/2 inch for my particular shower ring, so you should experiment to see exactly how far over to sew in order to get a nice tight fit on your shower ring without having it too tight that you can't get it over this wider section. All right, so I'm going to sew my channel and I'll be right back. Here is the channel sewn into the folded over strip. And now I'm going to insert the end of the shower curtain ring into the channel and work it all the way around. This is a nice, tightly pleated effect here. I like that. Don't make it too loose. It should be a little bit of a struggle to get started, but not too much of a struggle. Okay, now I'm putting the ends together and I'm going to kind of push these raw edges together, and I'm even going to secure that with a little bit of glue. I'm making, see how I have like a fold there on each side? So when I kind of put it like that, they're kind of right sides together. On the back, the raw edges are showing. So I'm going to call this the front. I'm just going to add a little smear of glue right there and press that together. There's my glue, press that together. And again, I'm designating this as the front. Now I really need to decide if I want this to be the bottom or the top. I've done it both ways. This one has the ends of the ring at the bottom, and this one has the ends of the ring at the top. I think I'll do another one at the bottom. So I'm going to turn this around like this and kind of distribute the fullness evenly. And whenever it looks right, let's see, here's my ends. I'm going to go ahead and add the hanging loop. So I have my red and white baker's twine on a nice big needle, and I'm going to sew through, but below the stitching. I feel like I get a better, more secure hold that way. And that also designates the top for me so I can make sure that everything is oriented correctly. All right, so now I have a 3-inch square of HeatnBond Ultra Hold, which I fused onto the back of the fabric with the deer. We'll call it a reindeer, with the reindeer. And then because I had a question about, for anyone who doesn't have a die cutting machine yet, how can we do this? So this is just a circle ruler, and I found this is about 2.5 inches. And then let's see, I think maybe this one is about 3 inches. So I just traced and cut a 3-inch circle of felt. And then I'm going to cut out this a little bit smaller circle. I was aiming for 2.5, and this wound up being about 2 3/8. Either one will work. So I'm going to cut this out. It does not have to be perfect. It's okay if the pencil line shows. And then I will peel the backing off. I like to have the face of the deer right in the middle of the circle. Then I'm going to go over to my iron and fuse this to the center of the circle. It does not have to be perfect. You know, when this goes over, it's going to conceal all those edges. The reason that I wanted the felt to be bigger than the fabric is because then when you see it from the back, you only see the felt. And if there was a chance that the edges of the cotton might fray, then that's not going to show on the back. All right, so I'm going to fuse this and I'll be right back. All right, so now this is fused, and I'm going to quickly squeeze out some hot glue all the way around the edge here. I'll try to keep the glue mostly on the felt. There we go. And then with the hanging loop at the top, I'm just going to press that on like this. Here's how it looks in the back. Now, if you want to make these super professional, or maybe you want to put them in a sale or something, you could actually add some kind of trim. Of course, I like rickrack, but you could add some trim, or you could even do a decorative stitch around the edge of the felt before you glue this all together. But I think it's fine like that. Now for an embellishment, I have these little holly leaves. These are just from the craft store. And I'm going to cut them off right here, about 1/4 of an inch below where everything's kind of attached, and glue one here and one here. So I'll add some glue to the back here. A nice long line of glue like this. And then the same thing over here. I'm going to sort of overlap them like this, like an X here. That's how the glue looks. And then like that. Now I have pulled out one of these little red satin bows, which is, you know, one of my favorite embellishments. But the last time I was in the store, these are La Petites from Hobby Lobby. They had these too. These are red velvet. I know there's a lot of reflection on the acetate. Let's see. Anyway, so these would also be fun. But I'm going to stick with my classic satin bow, add some glue on the back. I always try to peel off that little sticker because sometimes the white from the back will kind of show in the front. I don't like that. So I'm going to add peel off the little white part, add some glue, and just press it right there. And guess what? We are done. Wasn't that fast? Now, of course, you can make this design with any fabric. Just one, like a half of a jelly roll strip, and then a little focal point. But I'm continuing down the path of this particular Merry Little Christmas fabric, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Thank you for watching my video. If you're enjoying my tutorials, please like, share, and subscribe.